You guys know that Mobad's wife Wumi appeared in court yesterday. She was asked several questions and she said so many things. So many things, oh my correct people then. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my channel, do well to smash on that subscribe button and please help me to like this video. Thank you very much. She said so many things about Mobad's father and Mobad's friend, that is a Primeboy. But first of all, let me start with Mobad's father. She said that Mobad's father, that she had a very good relationship with the father, that everything was so smooth, was just going on between her and Mobad's wife, that Mobad's father prayed for her to conceive, that the man took her to so many places, so many churches for them to pray for her to conceive. She said this man did not relent until she conceived Liam. Then she also made mention of that time that Mobad's father used to bring one woman to Mobad's house, that he has a room in their house. This woman now is not the stepmother of Mobad. Please understand that. Now, for me, I'm like, why is she bringing this topic of Mobad's father carrying another woman to their house and she did not complain then? So why is she bringing it to the case now? Well, for me, I just look at it that it's not related to the case at hand, because the case at hand is justice for what? Mobad. How did Mobad buy? Is anybody involved in his spy? That is the investigation that is going on. And again, on a second thought, I was like, oh, is it because Mobad's father has been calling her out? Is it why she's now bringing up this one? Like, okay, since you've been calling my name, you've been saying, ask me this, ask me that. Hey, okay, let me just put small misunderstanding between you and your wife and all that. I don't know, guys. I still stand to be corrected, okay? Now, let's continue. So she said that everything was going on fine between her and her father-in-law. And again, please, before I continue, someone wrote something down in the comment section saying that Wumi, Mobad's wife, is not married to Mobad, that she's just a girlfriend. Please, Mobad's wife, that's Wumi, is legally married to Mobad. They did traditional marriage. They did everything they need to do according to marital rights. Okay, please. Wumi is legally married to Mobad. Please. Then, guys, she said as they were okay, that she never complained when Mobad's father was bringing this woman into the house and all that. Then she said what brought problem or misunderstanding between the father-in-law and her own very self was when she gave birth to Liam. When she gave birth to Liam, that the father-in-law was asking for the placenta of the baby, which she said that she discussed with her husband earlier on, that is Mobad. They discussed about the placenta and Mobad said that he doesn't want to give it to the father. And as a wife, she now supported her husband, which is very right. She didn't do anything wrong. You are supposed to stand by your husband. You are supposed to support your husband's decision. Of course, since he is the father of the child and he said he doesn't want to give it to his father, all you need to do is just to stand by him. So she said the father-in-law insisted for them to give him the placenta, which they refused to give him. That was how the whole basbos, the whole problem, the whole misunderstanding between her and the father-in-law started. Now, guys, let's go over to Primeboy, Mobad's friend. Then she said that on the day Mobad went to Ikorodu to perform, that she followed him with their baby, Liam. She said they got there around 7 p.m. and Mobad performed around 9 p.m. Then she said she was in the car. When Mobad was done with performing, he was coming out, then his fans rushed him. You know, fans, now how they behave. So, according to her, she said Mobad brought out 100k and shared it among the fans. But the fans were not okay with the amount that he has given them. They were still, calling his name and all that, that he couldn't even enter the car. They blocked him from entering the car. So the wife said, as that was going on, Primeboy now came out. As Primeboy came out, so Primeboy and Mobad now entered the car at the same time. She said she was at their middle. Okay, so she said when they entered the car, Mobad now called his younger brother to go to ATM and get some cash so that he could give to his fans that were still around disturbing. So as he now asked the guy to go and get the money, they said the guy really delayed. He took some time. So when the guy got back, Mobad's friend was angry. That is a Primeboy. So he know normal now. You start asking the guy what kept you, why did it take so long, and all that and all that. Maybe the guy now reacted and say, why are you asking me, and all that and all that. So according to him, he said Primeboy insulted the boy and the boy insulted him back. Then Primeboy now turned to Mobad and I said, Mobad, you are here and your younger brother is insulting me. If I was in your shoes, like if I'm the one, I can never allow my younger brother to insult you right in my own very presence. They said they now got into argument. They started arguing and all that. At a point, Primeboy now said, Mobad, shut up. At that point, Mobad got pissed off. She said Mobad got out of the car. As Mobad got out of the car, she too got out of the car with her child. She went to go and call some other boys that were in the other Prado for them to come and settle the misunderstanding, the fight between Mobad and Primeboy. She said something happened. When she went to call those people, before she could return, she now saw crowd. People were there, and she now said she noticed something on Mobad's hand, that Mobad now has a wound in his hand. Then she said as they were going, after everything has been settled, as they were going, she now told Mobad that let them go to the hospital. That Mobad refused and said he just stays small thing, that let them go. Although she said that Mobad doesn't like going to hospital. Ever since the NDLA people gave him the water they gave him and he was rushed to the hospital, ever since then he became afraid of going to the hospital. He doesn't want to hear anything about going to the hospital. She said even when she was approaching her due time for delivery, that Mobad was begging her not to go to hospital and deliver, that she should stay at home. Now at this point, I asked this question: what was it that they actually gave him that made a full-grown man to become so scared of going to the hospital? A man who has never been scared of going to the hospital, all of a sudden he became so scared of going to the hospital. Then Wumi said something that when he was vomiting, he was getting weak, that she shouted for help, she screamed for help, and someone offered his car for them to use it and take him to the hospital. But before this time, Wumi said that this same friend of his, that's Primeboy, called a nurse who came to give him injection at home. Now, my question here is, how come that same friend he fought with is the same person who went to call a nurse to come, and give him injection? I'm just asking. Now, let's continue with her story. She said as they were going to the hospital, she said she was at the back with Mobad and Mobad's cameraman. Then the driver now stretched his hand from the front and touched Mobad's hand and said that his hands is cold. She said at this point, they were already in traffic. So looking at the situation of things, traffic now, so she said they got down from the car and now looked for a bike to help them move faster to the hospital. She said when they got to the hospital, they called on the nurses and the doctors, which they started treating him immediately. According to her, she said after 15 minutes, the doctor came out and said that Mobad has died. She was like screaming, what do they mean? How can someone just buy like that? Is it how people die? Is it how this thing happened? What, like somebody that has been gisting with me is, just small thing? Is it how people go? Is it how this thing happened and all that? She said she was, asking them several questions and all that. Then she now said she left that place with the same cameraman to another hospital. They took Mobad to another hospital. When they go to the second hospital this time around, the second hospital now confirmed that he has already died before they brought him to the hospital. That's, he came to the hospital already gone. Now, my correct people, you guys have heard the story. Remember, Primeboy has also told his own story earlier on. Please, you can go and check my previous videos where Primeboy said that in that same Ikorodu show that it was Mobad and the wife that was having misunderstanding as couple and not him, that he was the one settling them, telling them it's okay, calm down, calm down. When you guys get home, you settle your differences, you settle whatever that is the problem. Now the story has turned. I'm not the police or the judge or the this thing to decide all this. What we know is that the judges, the police people, they are going to do justice to this. They are going to find out who is lying and who is saying the truth. But before then, my awesome queens and kings, my correct people, then what do you guys think about this whole story of Wumi, Mobad's wife? Let me know what you think, your opinion down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys to the moon and back. And it's still your one and only girl, Getting It Right with Olivia. Thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up. Bye for now.